I'm not defensive about it.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another live stream. It's match day. It's protest day. Big news coming out of Chelsea. Wesley Fofana is set to be part of the squad tonight, returning ahead of schedule. We've also got more sickening briefs about the sporting directors and how amazing they are. Plus loads more to dive into as always, guys. Big up to everyone that's already locked in. Make sure you're smashing the likes, guys. Run these likes up. Subscribe if you're new round here as well. We're about 200 subscribers away now from 16k. So make sure you smash that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed. Get those likes up. And before we say hello to a few people, before we dive into the show, guys, just a quick shout out to Jersey's FC Soccer Shop, guys. Link in the description. You can use code BLUEBROTHER for 20% off your Chelsea kits and free shipping. You can get names, numbers, Premier League badges, whatever you want on the side. Link in the description. Use code BLUEBROTHER for 20% off. And it's also the pinned link in the live chat. And you can get your hands on this season's away shirt like I have if you want to. Good quality, good pricing. Don't miss out, guys. Jersey's FC Soccer Shop. Link pinned in the chat and link in the description. Code BLUEBROTHER for 20% off. And let's dive into things, guys. What are you lot saying in the chat? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Fofana's back in the squad tonight. Yep, he is. No, I don't think he features. At the very most, if we're in a fortunate position where we're 3 or 4 goals up, maybe we give him 10, 15 minutes at the end. But I think it's just a bit of a boost to just try and put some positive news around the club. If we can't beat Southampton, Chelsea don't deserve to be in the Premier League. Yeah, bro, we can't beat Southampton. End the season. End the season if we can't beat Southampton. Nah, bro, he's miles better. I'm sorry, mate, but you're well off it on that one. Well off it. He is miles better than any centre-backs that we've currently got. Miles better. Bro, don't we all? We're all concerned about the direction the football club's heading in, which is why it's so important that you head down to Stamford Bridge 6 p.m. today outside Bovril Gate. If you are able to be there, guys. If you're able to be there, it's so important you turn up. The sporting directors are full of crap and don't care about the club at all. Let's hear. Yeah, no, I agree. No, Amugu's not starting. Maresca's already said that Amugu is hardly going to play this season. So, yeah, I don't expect him to feature much. Maybe he features in the Conference League against Copenhagen potentially at some point, but I don't think so. Yeah, bro, where are you based? Where are you based? Let me know where you're based. And it should be worldwide shipping, I can imagine. Bro, that's got nothing to do with his footballing ability. This is what people are failing to comprehend. Someone's injury record has got nothing to do with their footballing ability. Yes, he gets injured a lot. And yes, it's frustrating. And yes, we want him to be available more than he is. But because he's not available, it doesn't mean that he's worse than someone else. He's better than he's the best centre back comfortably, and you can tell that our defensive performances went to shit with him being out the side. Colwell's performances dropped down. Everyone's performances dropped. I hope not. Bro, and Kunku, Tosin is not better. This nonsense needs to stop. Yeah, I would agree. I would like to see Tyreek George involved tonight. I would absolutely like to see him involved. Hopefully he can be involved in some way. Let's wait and see if he is. For me, he should be starting, but definitely some serious minutes from the bench. Well, that's your opinion, and that's fine. I respectfully, I think your opinion is incorrect and nonsense. But everyone's entitled to a different opinion. But for me, Fofana is comfortably Chelsea's best centre-back by an absolute country mile. Yeah, unfortunately, though, we're not going to see that. But I would like to see that at some point this season if the possibility presents itself. I would like to see that at some point. It would be good to see. But yeah, guys, the protest is today. The day is here. I mean, whether it's been rushed or whatever, how many people are going to turn up, I've got absolutely no idea. Whether it's going to be a success or not, I don't know. But one thing I know for absolute certain, guys, absolute certain, is that if no one turns up, or if it's a poor turnout, or if people don't do anything, then absolutely nothing's going to change. It's unlikely something will change just off the back of this one protest, but for certain, if people don't turn up and if people don't get their voices heard, then absolutely nothing is going to change. Absolutely nothing will change if no one turns up. So, guys, this is why it's so important. I know the timing is not particularly good for a lot of people. I know the timing's not great for a lot of people in terms of commuting back from work, etc., etc. It does feel like it's got a slight element of this being rushed through. But regardless of all that, it is going to take place. There is a time, there is a date. It's today. It's 6 p.m. So if you can be there, make sure you're there, because if you don't turn up, then nothing will change at this football club, and we'll continue to become a shadow of our former selves, guys. I cannot stress how important it is that you can be there to try and influence change, because it is worrying the direction that we're heading in as a football club. It's worrying. It is very worrying, guys. But the protest will take place today. What am I expecting from it? I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I really don't know what to expect. And that's not me being negative or talking down on it. That's me being honest, and that's me being realistic. I am not sure what to expect from today. I'm really not. I mean, I'm expecting 3 points as an absolute must. But in terms of the protest, no idea how many people are going to turn up, no idea how successful it's going to be, and no idea what impact it's really going to make. But ultimately, if nothing's done, nothing will change. That's the reality that we're facing, guys. So if you care about this football club, if you're able to be there, you must. You absolutely must be there. You absolutely must be there. So please make sure you are. At the end of the day, we care about Chelsea. We care about this football club. That's the most important thing right now. And this is the most important thing here, guys, is that, let me just bring this up. When the fan will never be divided. And that is true. Like, fans will disagree about certain things. But right now, we need to be united, because a united fan base means there will never be a divided football club. You know, we don't want divisions within the fan base. We don't want division within the fan base. We absolutely don't. I don't know. I'll certainly take some recordings, take some videos, and post them online and whatnot. I don't know if the signal is going to be good enough around Stamford Bridge for me to actually do that. If it is good enough, I'll see if I can live stream some of it. But yeah, no, I'll certainly get some footage and stuff, guys. Maybe if protesting only in London doesn't help, we could do it around the world. Yeah, I mean, look, any pressure is good pressure. Any pressure is good pressure. Let's give Fofana like 20 minutes off the bench. No, he's not going to play. He's not going to play a full 90. He's not playing a full 90. Absolutely no chance is my man playing a full 90. I think we know he's not going to play a full 90. By the way, guys, there's 80 people in the building. There's only 19 likes. People, this is poor. We're fighting for the future of Chelsea Football Club. We're fighting for the future of Chelsea Football Club. Let's make sure that you are smashing that like button if you care about this football club. Run these likes up. Actually can't fault Maresca's last game. These players look so weak up front. No, look, Maresca done what the fans wanted him to do, and ultimately got let down by the players. I don't think Maresca's certainly not the first person you should be pointing the finger at for the Aston Villa defeat. Absolutely not. Big up. Yes, if you're in the UK, London precisely, you love Chelsea and not happy about how we're being run, then be at the protest. It's an opportunity to get your voice heard. Brother, absolutely. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself. That is what you need to do. That is what you need to do, guys. Look. Yep, I know, bro. I know. Bro, getting the game called off is not going to happen, and that's not helpful for anyone. That is not helpful for anyone. That's not the point of this. That is not the point of this. We're not looking to get games called off. That is absolutely not the point, guys. Absolutely not the point. You know, that isn't what we're looking to do, people. So, yeah, we need to stop doing that. Yeah, we do need to fight for the future of the club. But look, people that are sort of have been asking me, oh, you know, what do you think is going to happen? Look, you're not going to get a tangible outcome off the back of this protest. There won't be a tangible outcome. You're not going to get an answer to it. No, my point is that optically, it doesn't look great, does it? Because what it looks like is, oh, we've stopped doing well. Now we're going to protest against the ownership. That's what it looks like from an optic standpoint. Okay, can you understand that these issues with the ownership have been there for 3 years? They were there in the summer. They were there in the January window. They've been there for the 3 years that they've been at this football club. And why was there no protest before? It was pretty unbearable under Graham Potter. It's pretty unbearable under Pochettino. It just looks like now, oh, the first time the shit's hit the fan and we're struggling this season, oh, let's go and do it. Let's have a protest. That's what I'm saying from an optic standpoint. It doesn't look particularly good. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Is that, in my opinion, it would have been more powerful if it was done when we were doing well. If this goes well, we'll do another one. Look, absolutely. Look, if it goes well, then there will obviously be further protests, hopefully again this season, and hopefully, you know, throughout next season as well, until we can get some form of change. Because that's not the point. That's not the point here. The point is not getting the game called off. That is absolutely not the point here, guys. Absolutely not the point. That's what people need to realize. That isn't the point of this. This is not the point of this whatsoever. Yeah, bro, this is it. This is it. But they're not showing any willingness to do that. They're not showing any willingness to do that. So, as I've said, guys, you need to be there. This is potentially a big day for Chelsea Football Club. A big day in trying to maybe implement some change. If you're able to be there, don't let this fall flat on its arse, because it will be embarrassing. Because it will be embarrassing. We cannot allow this to fall flat on its arse, guys. We can't. We absolutely can't. Don't allow it to. You know, if you can be there, be there. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. Let me get to a few questions on the protest. For me, the goal of the protest should just be for decisions being made for footballing reasons. Yeah, no, bro, I agree. Look, ultimately, the main aim for the protest is to influence change at the football club. I don't think people are naive or stupid enough to think that it's going to make the owners sell. But, you know, putting pressure on them, damaging their image publicly, that's going to help us, guys. That's going to help us maybe influence some change. I refuse to believe that these guys are that stupid that they cannot understand what's going on here. I refuse to believe they're that idiotic. Tell you all you need to know when they're keeping the two clowns upstairs. No, I agree on that. I do agree on that. What's your expectations for numbers for the protest? I expect it to be much more than Bro, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, look, that Spurs protest, there was at least 1,000. I've got to be honest. I would love that to be the case. I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if there was that many. And that's not me being negative. That's me being realistic. I don't want to talk this up as like, oh, there's going to be thousands of people here and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be this and it's going to be that. The reality is no one knows. But if you're basing it off previous protests that Chelsea fans have organised and that Chelsea fans have tried to put together in the past, then you're not the likelihood of this one being significantly better than the others. I'm not too sure. I really don't know what the numbers are going to be like. Look, if we get a couple of hundred, I know it's not great, but it's a lot better than anything that's been put together previously, and I think it would represent a good starting point. I think it would represent a good starting point. Yeah, bro, I'll be there. I'll be there. I will look. I'll get some footage of the protest, depending on what it's like, or regardless of what happens. I'll get some footage of the protest, and I'll stick it in. I'll stick it in the match vlog, or I'll do a separate video on the protest, depending. Is there a possibility the owners are loving the protest? I've got absolutely no idea. To be honest, I don't even know if they're aware of it. I don't even know how much they really give a shit about it, to be perfectly honest. I mean, when have they really ever been bothered about what the fans think? When have they really ever been bothered about that? So yeah, I mean, look, are they bothered? No, probably not. That's my gut feeling. But when I've said that previously, people have accused me of being negative and talking the protest down. No, that's not what I'm doing at all. That's just me being realistic and just saying what I think's going to be the case. So when they're actually stand outside and listen to the Chelsea fans and give them what they want. Yeah, no, I hear that. I mean, look, I've got no idea if that's the case or not. I've got absolutely no idea. I don't want to go down rabbit holes and conspiracy theories about UK government, etc., etc. No, but bro, they always put out statements back in the gaffer and back in the sporting directors. That's nothing new. Sure, you could put two and two together and think, oh, why are there a few more sort of pieces praising them? Maybe to try and deflect away from the protest and the negative news, potentially. Anyone going live tonight? What, live at the protest? Bro, the signal could be pretty shit. So I don't know whether anyone's going to be going live or not. I will certainly take some videos of the protest and whatnot. If the signal's good enough to go live and I can go live from my phone, then I will try and go live for some of it. But yeah, otherwise, there'll be footage of it in the match day vlog, or I will make a separate video of the protest, depending on how well it goes and what happens there. Yes, big up, brother. Let's let the protest go as well, but it'll take more than this is it. It's going to take more than one protest. It will take more than one protest. But ultimately, you've got to start somewhere. And you move from there. You start somewhere. You've got to build momentum, and you try and move forward. To be honest, at Stamford Bridge, it's not too bad. At Stamford Bridge, it's not too bad. Like it depends. Like my signal is pretty good there. I can post stuff to socials and stuff. Obviously, I've never tried to go live or anything down there. Oh yeah, if that happens, forget it. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. It just discredits everything and makes us look like absolute idiots. So if that is the case and that does happen, you will see me there for maybe 5 minutes, and if that comes out, I'm bouncing. I'm done. Because that's not what this is about. People. I don't know why people think like that. This has got nothing to do with nationality. These guys could be from anywhere, And if they were doing this, it would be unacceptable and fans wouldn't be happy about it. So I really hope and really urge anyone coming down who's planning to be xenophobic or offensive towards Americans, don't bother turning up, because you're embarrassing us and you are discrediting the fan base and painting Chelsea fans in a bad light when we all need to be putting in the same direction at a really important time. That's what I can say on that. That's what I can say on that. If we were doing well, people would have still moaned about us doing the protest because we were winning. Yeah, no, of course. What I'm saying is it's more powerful if you're doing well, because, as I said, optically, and this obviously isn't the case, but you can understand the point of view that I'm trying to make when you look at this from the outside and it looks like, oh, Chelsea have stopped doing well. Let's have a protest against the ownership. That's unfortunately what it does look like. It's up to you boys and girls that live in London. I wish I could be there. Yeah, we'll try our best. That's all we can do. Try our best. Mate, it's outside the Bovril Gate. I'm pretty sure Bovril Gate is by the Britannia Gate, but it's the small one in the middle between, like, as if you're walking up to the butchers. It's the gate in the middle after the Britannia Gate, as if you're walking to the butchers. I'm pretty sure you know which one I mean. So if you're walking from Fulham Broadway, go past Britannia Gate, and then it's the small one kind of in the middle. Yeah, bro, that's the one. That's the one. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really sure why it's there. But yeah, anyway, that's where it is. I mean, I mean, it should be pretty straightforward to find. I'm hoping there's going to be a decent amount of people there. So it shouldn't be too difficult to spot, guys. People, we still haven't reached 50 likes yet. Keep smashing the like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. All of that good stuff. Keep running those likes up, guys. Only on 41 likes. That's got to change. That must change. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it stepping. But yeah, that's where it will be, guys. That is where it will be. Between Britannia and Stamford Gate. That is where it is. But yeah, that's really the protest news. Obviously, I will keep people updated later on about what is happening, what's going on, etc., etc. But let's move on to more sickening news, because there is more stuff, enough to make you feel ill, really, about these sporting directors. Let's start with this. Liam Toomey in The Athletic. Chelsea are under no illusions that recruitment has been perfect since Winstanley and Stewart took charge. But there is a strong belief that the bulk of the work to position the first team squad for sustainable success has been done, and that future windows will be about minor tweaks rather than major surgery. What is that? What is that? What on earth is that nonsense? I mean, what are we doing here? Like, do they honestly think we're going to believe this? Do they honestly believe that we're idiots? Do they think that we can't see what they're trying to do here? Every time I see these guys and their faces, it irritates me. And I'm sure, nothing personal against them. I'm sure they've got lovely families and they're nice people. But I'm judging you on the job that you're doing. And what you're doing right now is showing that you are hideously out of depth. You're treading water. You're patting yourself on the back at every possible opportunity. And this here is utter garbage. Future windows are going to be about minor tweaks. Do they realise we've got no top goalkeeper? We've got no top centre-back. We've got no top striker. And we probably need another number 6. We've got no experience, no leadership, no winners in the team. We're 7th in the Premier League right now. We're 3 years into this ownership, and Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth are ahead of us in trying to qualify for the Champions League. But apparently, the squad only needs minor tweaks. Bro, this needs full-on surgery still. We spent over £1 billion and we're missing the spine of a football club. I don't understand where this constant prop for these guys is coming from. it almost feels like we are never ever going to get rid of them. We're just going to be stuck with these guys for as long as these owners are here. It just makes a mockery. It's insulting to fans. It's insulting. You know, I'd love to be this bad. Imagine being this bad at your job and getting this backing from your bosses that you can just literally do the worst job possible, and it's fine. You're constantly going to be backed by your bosses. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it, actually. I can believe it, because this is what we do. You know, we just constantly prop up and praise mediocrity under this ownership. That's what we've become. Mediocre at the top, mediocre at director level, mediocre in the dugout, and mediocre on the pitch. And this is because the ownership are enabling this mediocre attitude to seep through this football club. And that is why we're becoming bang average in all departments. No, I don't think they are. No, I don't think they are, unfortunately. But it's funny, there was Luis Campos links, and then they get shut down, and then suddenly these are doing a great job. Yeah, they do need to go. Turn up to the protest tonight, 6 p.m. We have to stick together and get 6 p.m. Be there. Yeah, bro. If these men were at Brighton, yeah, no problem whatsoever. And maybe that's what they think. Maybe that's what they're thinking at the moment. Maybe that's what they're thinking. You know, we want to be like Brighton. We're doing a good job. We're 7th in the league. We're a point off Champions League football. We're selling players. We're bringing young players in. We're patting ourselves on the back. We're patting ourselves on the back for utter garbage work that we're doing. It's sickening, people. It's absolutely sickening. And I've had enough. I'm fed up of it. I'm absolutely fed up of it. And look, it's hard to ignore this nonsense because it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. But how we can be 5 windows into this ownership and still be missing the spine of a team, and they've still got unwavering support. They're still patting themselves on the back at every possible opportunity. No, I can't continue with this. I can't continue with this nonsense coming from the football club and how the owners are enabling this. They are enablers. You know, ultimately, yes, the directors are doing a shocking job, but they're doing the job that they've been employed to do. This all comes from the top. This all comes from the top. And they're enabling this to happen. They're enabling this to happen. And we can't stand for this anymore, guys. I refuse to believe. Refuse to believe. You know, I really do. It's sickening. If we don't get UCL this year, decent players will move on and will be irrelevant for years to come. Bro, we are drifting into becoming irrelevant. That's what's going on at the moment. We're drifting into being an irrelevant football club. We can't allow that to happen. We cannot allow ourselves to become irrelevant. Except even when Brighton's on the likes of Danny Welbeck and James Milner. Yeah, true. That is also true. They actually do get experience. Have you heard they're talking about getting another young player? No, bro, there's no spine to our team. Sure, but this is not about our position in the table. And look, we're 4 points off third, not because of how good we've been, because other teams have been poor as well. Other teams have lacked consistency. There's no way we should be in the position that we're in with 2 wins from our last 10 matches. There's no way we should be in that position. So, yes, we're 4 points off third, but we're not 4 points off third because we've been good. We're 4 points off third because the other teams have been absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. If we get at least Guiu back after international break, bro, we're going to need more than Guiu to come back. You know, look, our players come back. It certainly makes us better and makes us stronger. No, mate, you're completely missing the point. Other clubs have not invested the amount of money you've invested in a short period of time. You know, Other clubs don't still need the spine of a team. Other clubs haven't been missed out on the Champions League for 3 years running, potentially. Other clubs aren't incompetent from top to bottom. This is not about the results on the football pitch. This is about how we're being run and how all winning culture is just being torn away, stripped away from us. And we're becoming an irrelevant football club and we're becoming not serious. That's what this is about. I wouldn't be surprised if Buddy. I don't care if Buddy Shield's back next week. That's the least of my problems. Yeah, look, it's football at the end of the day, and life's bigger than football. But you know, when you love your football club, it's important. Irrelevant in what way, bro? We're not competing for major trophies. We're slipping down the table. We're in danger of going into becoming irrelevant. Irrelevant in terms of challenging for top trophies, irrelevant of being in terms of being able to attract top players, irrelevant in terms of being able to win big competitions and get back competing with Europe's elite like we used to. That's how we're becoming irrelevant. That's fine, bro, and that's your opinion, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. But respectfully, I think that opinion is complete nonsense. I think that opinion is complete nonsense. Respectfully, if you're not concerned about the direction the football club's heading in, then I'd like to ask why you're not concerned about the direction it's heading in. Are you not concerned? Why are you not concerned that after 5-6 transfer windows with over £1 billion invested in the squad, that we still need a spine of a team? Why are you not concerned by that? Yeah, no, it's certainly a race that lacks quality. No one seems to want to finish in those positions because everyone just seems to be dropping points every single week. Everyone's dropping points every single week. I don't get it. It's sort of like the fact that we still have a chance. I don't think we will, but the fact we've still got a chance is mad. Mate, just come down when you can. You know, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last for, but as soon as you can get there, just turn up and see what's happening. No, bro, it's not about the results on the pitch. And I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Would there be a protest if we were winning? And this is what I'm talking about, optics looking poor. Because if we'd beaten Brighton in both those games, would this protest be happening? No, it probably wouldn't be, is my guess. So I understand the point that you're making, but the point here is that this is irrelevant in regards to results, because people weren't happy with the way that we were being run when we were winning. We haven't suddenly become a badly run football club because we're losing all of a sudden these matches. This is why I've said, in my opinion, this would have been more powerful and had a harder hitting message if we'd done this when we were second. Like, this is not to do with the results. This should be to do with the way the football club is being run, regardless of winning or losing. This should not be influenced by results on the football pitch. This should be influenced by people caring about the future of their football club. Basically a good turnout, you know, a good turnout, maybe some coverage in the media. And yeah, look, I just think a good turnout and getting a message across would constitute a success in my book. Yes, but the point is we're not winning trophies. We're not winning trophies, and we don't look like winning any trophies. And look, if we win the Conference League, that doesn't. I'm not taking that as a serious trophy. Of course, I'm taking it, and I'll be happy to win it. And I'm happy to get our hands on a trophy. But we're talking about competing for serious honours. We're talking about competing for serious honours. We've had no domestic cup since 2017. We've not challenged for the Premier League since we last won it. This is what I'm talking about. if we're winning trophies, it means that we're doing well. Winning the Conference League is not cutting it. Bro, look, if we can get Europa League through winning the Conference League, we absolutely take that. We absolutely take that. We take that. I don't know. It's probably going to be on. The protest will be happening before the TNT Sports goes live on air. Yeah, they have. This is not a reaction to. I know it looks like a reaction to our 2 wins in 10 games, but by the looks of things, these fans don't remember the 2000 we had Frank Lampard, John Terry, and the older boys. Maybe not. Understand that, but to say it's not about the results is a bit mad. No, if we're getting results on the pitch, then we're on for more. Sure, potentially we are. But this team's not ready to compete for major trophies. This team's not ready to compete for major trophies. And that's the problem, because when you spent as much money as we've invested over £1 billion in the squad, to have a team that's not ready to compete for major trophies, that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. And that's really got to change. That really has to change. It's totally unacceptable, guys, in my view. If people think it's okay, then that's worrying for me. Oh, mate, I'm shamelessly flexing the Conference League. Absolutely, shamelessly flexing the Conference League. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, guys. This protest is the first of the money. They'll keep getting bigger since the struggle's not going away. Let's. I hope that's the case. Yeah, guys, keep smashing the like button. What are we on? 57 likes, and we're 150 in the building. Guys, this should be over 100 likes. Please keep smashing that like button. And please keep subscribing to the channel if you are new round here, people. Please keep subscribing to the channel if you're new round here. But yeah, make sure you're running those likes up, guys. Run those likes up. It's really important, and it helps me out more than you can imagine. I never asked for any money. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, people. No, we're concerned at the way that the club has been run since the ownership came in, because we're becoming an unserious team. We're going with a recruitment model which clearly does not work, and we seem to be quite far away from competing for major trophies still. And there seems to be an unwillingness to address the issues within the first team. In the grand scheme of things, no, but we need to win a trophy. I will try. I mean, I don't know what the signal will be like, but I will try and I will try my best to. I will try my best to. I can't make any promises, guys, but I will absolutely try my best to. Yeah, 2018 FA Cup. Yeah, even if we get Champions League, they would still sell our best players in the summer, and we'd go into the competition with an even less experienced squad. Yeah, bro, I hear you. I hear you. You know, everyone wants to be in the Champions League, but I'd worry, by the way, about us in the Champions League. If we were in the Champions League this season with our squad, we would have got battered. We would have got absolutely battered. I don't even think this team's ready for Champions League football, and that's the worrying thing. That's the worrying thing. Agreed. And this is the point. It's unacceptable to be where we are right now. Completely and utterly unacceptable, guys. Yeah, we will get to that. We will get to that. Yeah, we can take some small consolation from that. But I mean, we got to actually stand up and deliver the Conference League first. That's what we need to do first of all. We've got to stand up and deliver that Conference League title. That is what we need to be doing, guys. And let's hope that we can do that. And it is embarrassing that Forest and Bournemouth are ahead of us. It is embarrassing. Anyone that says otherwise is not serious. It is highly embarrassing that Bournemouth and Forest are above us. 3 years ago, we were taking over £1 billion invested in the squad. Bournemouth and Forest got promoted to the Premier League 3 seasons ago, and now they're ahead of us in the race of Champions League football. It's beggars belief, that, guys. Absolute beggars belief. And it is completely and utterly unacceptable. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. You know, of course they are. They're buying. We're basically becoming a player trading club. You know, we're not going to be building anything sustainable. Bro, that example doesn't wash, because City have won 4 Premier League titles in a row, won a treble a couple of years ago. That example is poor. That's a poor example which does not work. That doesn't work, because that doesn't work at all. Yes, big up Brian. They won't change the model, therefore Blueco out. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, look. Ultimately, that is the aim. That is the aim for some people, for sure. But yeah, look, no surprises to see more sickening PR for these guys, and if that's not enough, the other bits from here. Winstanley and Stewart are regarded much more positively by Chelsea's ownership than they are by the more critical voices among the club's supporters, who question their competence and believe they should bear at least as much responsibility for the team's alarming recent slump as Enzo Maresca. Ultimately, the reason why the sporting directors are getting this criticism is because they are the ones that put the team together. They're the ones that assembled this squad in an absolutely horrific manner. The way the squad's been put together has been shambolic. It's so unbalanced, guys. The squad is so unbalanced. Yeah, anything we can do. Yeah, but that's what they've been trying to do the whole time with all these briefings, trying to make us. No, honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. What point are you trying to make here? Like, if you don't agree with the protest, that's fine. If you're happy with how the football club's being run, that's your opinion, and that's fine. No one, of course, everyone's going to celebrate when their football team wins, but I'm not going to be shamelessly celebrating a win against Southampton. That is bare minimum. I'll be pleased that we've won, but it doesn't change anything in the grand scheme of things. No, again, you're missing the point. You're talking about when people talk about communication, they're talking about communication from the ownership speaking publicly. These are just briefings from the club to try and paint employees out in a positive light. Well, look, you're not going to get a different. You're not going to notice a difference straight away. It's about putting pressure on. You know, you don't get a tangible outcome from a protest. It's about voicing dissatisfaction, and it's about making it clear how the fans feel. You don't get a tangible outcome from a protest. That's what happens here. Mate, I've said many times that Colwell has been poor this season. I don't know how many more times you want me to say it. I've said it many times. Said it after the Aston Villa game. Said it after the Brighton game. Said it after many games that he's been poor this season and he shouldn't be in the team at the moment. But obviously we haven't got the option, so he is in the team. I don't know how many more times I need to say it. I really don't. Yeah, no, I also agree with that as well. It's convenient timing at best, isn't it? Convenient timing at best. And yeah, it's certainly a strange one. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, if you don't agree with the protest, that's fine. but don't shame others for trying to make trying to influence change at the football club because they're worried about the future of the team that they love. I've got no. If people don't support the protest, I've got no problem. I've got no problem whatsoever if you don't support the protest. That's fine. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's entitled to support the club in whatever way they want to support the club. I will never tell people how to support the football club. People will support in their own ways, and that's fine, and that's the way that it should be. That's absolutely fine, and it's absolutely the way that things should be, guys. I thought I was the only one who absolutely can't stand the sight of those two directors. It goes to show you the reason why we need to get rid of these owners. Yeah, unfortunately, though, guys, we've got to be realistic. The owners aren't going to sell up after 3 years, but we've got to put pressure on and let them know. Again, earlier in the stream, and I've said it several times, the optics of the timing don't look good. These problems have been here for 3 years. These problems haven't just suddenly appeared because we're on a poor run of form. I've spoken about the ownership issues many times. Yeah, look, it's going to take more than one protest, and you're not going to get a tangible outcome from this protest. That is the reality of the situation. You will not get a tangible outcome from this protest, but you can certainly try and influence some change. And that is what, as Chelsea fans, we're looking to do. As Chelsea fans, that is what we are looking to do, guys. And the first thing we can do is try and get these sporting directors out and put pressure on them, or at least put pressure on for experienced players to be signed. And look, no one wants bad press. No one wants bad press. Absolutely not. But look, again, it seems like Sky Sports have picked up on things. Maybe there will be some media there. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of this here. So Chelsea's net spend since 22-23 is in excess of 300 million more than any other Premier League club, with fans set to protest against Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital this afternoon. So we have spent 1.3 billion, sold 483 million pounds worth of talent, and that's a net spend of 784 million pounds in the 3 years that these guys have been here. These fees have included potential add-ons, excludes undisclosed fees, only includes transfers or retaining Premier League status. So they've included add-ons in those fees, which might not be activated. But the point is that Chelsea, over the last 3 years, have spent 300 million pounds, roughly, more net spend than any other Premier League team. This is not about a lack of ambition. This is not about, oh, these guys aren't spending money. This is about the allocation of the funds, and this is about the way that the money has been spent. This is the way the money's been spent. No one's accusing the ownership of a lack of ambition. No one's accusing them of not spending money. No one's accusing them of not wanting to invest. But the issue here is not the money invested. The issue here is the way that the funds have been allocated. Because this all comes back to the way the money's been spent. If there'll be a lot more pressure on the manager and a lot more heat towards Enzo Maresca if the squad had a top striker, if the squad had a top goalkeeper, if the squad had a top-level centre-back, and if the squad was balanced and complete and ready to compete on multiple fronts. And it has been reckless spending. At the end of the day, guys, this has been reckless spending. We have to own it. We have to acknowledge this fact that we have recklessly spent. We've bought in a high volume of players, and it feels like we've taken the approach of just chucking enough shit at the wall and hoping some will stick. Every once in a blue moon, you might get a Cole Palmer type signing, but generally speaking, most of the signings are going to be, some of them might be good, but most of them are going to be average to okay, and will probably be sold on. Yeah, I would say they're very much dining out on that Cole Palmer signing. Very much dining out on the signing of Cole Palmer. You know, very much dining out. Weren't Sky the leaders of the 1.5 billion? Granted, it's 200 mil difference, but now it's suddenly 1.3. I don't look, regardless of whether the numbers are correct or not. I mean, I don't know if they're absolutely correct, but they're not going to be a million miles out. The reality is that the point still stands that we spent significantly more net spend than any other Premier League club over the last 3 years, and we don't have a significant return on our investment, and that's poor, and that's unacceptable, and that is what we are unhappy about, guys. That is what we are unhappy about. So yeah, there we go. The SDs are driven, the data driven, it blinds them into accepting responsibilities. They hide behind data as a measure. Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Sure, we might recoup some money, but we're not going to. We'll do very well to get anywhere near the money that we spent on these players. Anywhere near the money. No, I'm just saying my opinion. I'm just saying my opinion. This is my opinion that the football club is not in a good way right now. I'm positive when things are positive, and I'll be the first person to praise the football club. But right now, there's not an awful lot of things to be positive about at Chelsea. We're tumbling down the table, and it's not good. It's not good. If you think it's all right, then that's fine. If you think it's fine what's going on, then no problem. If you're happy with Chelsea losing most weeks, if you're happy with us being seventh in the table, if you're happy with us not building the squad properly, if you're happy with over £1 billion invested and still lacking the spine of a team, if you're happy to just be where we are right now, then that's brilliant, and I'm pleased for you. But Chelsea fans aren't happy about what's going on, and rightfully so, because we're a club that demands success, and we're a club that wants to be competing for major trophies. And it's coming up to 3 years where we're not doing that. And it seems like we're not really moving any closer to doing that either. No, they didn't. The summer window was shocking. The January window was even worse. And those two windows, I really believe, have set us back. Really believe have set us back, those two windows. No doubt about it. Guys, we're 15 likes away from 100 likes. Please run the likes up, guys. We're 15 away from 100 likes. Run the likes up. Let's get this to 100, guys. It would be greatly appreciated. Keep smashing that subscribe button if you're new round here as well. That would be brilliant as well. We're heading towards 16K. So run up the likes and hit the subscribe button. Let's get this to 100 likes, though, guys. That has got to be the bare minimum. Bare minimum. We're almost there. Let's get it done, people. Let's get it done. This is important, guys. This is important, so make sure you do it. Make sure you get it done. Yeah, exactly. It's been a waste of money. We've wasted so much money. That's the issue here. The amount of money wasted has been poor. And look, I don't want to hide. We shouldn't be hiding behind PSR, hiding behind FFP. We could have bought. We could have used this money so much better, and we didn't. This is not about selling Gallagher. This is not about the players that have been sold. This is about the way the money's been invested. You know, I've got no problem with players leaving the football club if better players come in. The reality is, though, is that better players haven't really come in. That's the truth behind this. Better players haven't really come in, guys. And that's absolutely where the worries lie. Absolutely where the worries lie is that better players haven't come in. And we need better players to come in. Yeah, sure, Vega is playing well for Juventus now. Maybe. But look, at the end of the day, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And I'm not going to, talk down on anyone's opinion. But I massively disagree with that opinion. But ultimately, he'll have his reasons, whether people agree with them or not, for that opinion, and that's fine. Every fan's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, didn't take long. Didn't take long. But this is what I've been telling you lot about Felix. This is what I've been telling you about Felix all summer. I was saying this, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Oh, we're only 6 likes away from 100 now, guys. That's easy. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, bro. Where again? Another strange one. Where is he? Where is he? Why do you think they did it all so quickly? I've got. I don't know. I've got no idea why they invested so quickly. You know, and it was a mistake to do that, in my opinion. It was absolutely a mistake to do that, to spend that money so quickly and so rashly. I really do think it was a mistake, guys. I really do believe it was a mistake. I mean, look, I don't know. We were never interested in Asensio or Rashford. But yeah, you know, we lacked ambition in January. We chose not to, and we're paying the ultimate price. And to be honest, it could well be a decision which which could cost us Champions League football. And that is something that we will have to live with. And, you know, it could be a sabotage from above that costs us Champions League football. Remember when we used to scout players like SCM, Ballack, Drog? Yeah, I know. But a lot of these players are international footballers, but they're obviously not ready, to perform at the top level for Chelsea. They're not ready. Oh, bro, we spent a lot of money. That first window, who do we bring in? Like what? Was it? No, he did spend money. Obviously, it increased as time went on, but he did spend a lot of money. And that's the biggest problem. I got no issues with clearing the squad out. Everyone said that the Chelsea squad needed a rebuild. My issue is that the players that have come in to replace those. Is the problem here. No issue of those players being moved on. The issue is the quality that's coming to replace them. You don't just gut out all the experience and the winners and the leadership in the team and replace it with no winners, no experience, no leadership. That's not the way that we go about business. That's not the way that you go about building a successful team. No, there won't be. There won't be. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's going to try and stream the protest live on their phone. No, that's there. That's there for as long as the partnership is in place for. So yeah, that's not that. There's not a time limit on that code, bro. There's not a time limit on that code. Score tonight? Look, for me, we should be winning this game comfortably. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Chelsea win tonight. 3-1 Chelsea win. Yeah, let's get some goals. Let's just try and get some confidence and get a win on the board. I mean, look, it would be great to get a 5-0 win. No, I don't think so because the signal at the ground is not good. The signal at the ground's not great. I don't think that. Look, we can try. I'm sure people might try. I might try. I don't even know. Can you go live on YouTube on your phone? You must be able to. You must be able to go live on YouTube on your phone. We've got a 5-0, 2-0, 3-2. Bro, 5-0, fair enough. Every big club must sign experienced players. Yeah, no, bro, I get it. You know, there's a reason why that's the way that football history's been. Like, you have to have a blend of youth and experience. Simple. Well, why these guys think that they could be the outlier and the exception to the rule is beyond me. Absolutely beyond me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Real strange one. Real strange one. Yeah, I'm confused, guys. I'm confused. Colwell was good again. This is what I mean. You need experience at the back. You know, you can't ask Colwell to lead the back line on his own at 21. You know, he's not been good recently, but he'd be better with someone more experienced alongside him. That's the reality. So yeah, we will see. Yeah, he might well do that. He might well do that. Difficult 2-1 win in favour of Chelsea. You want Champions League and you don't want to pay for players that. Yeah, yeah. This is it. You can't have these ambitions and then not put together a squad capable of getting those ambitions. We would get cooked in the Champions League, guys. That's the reality. We would get a Champions League chefing. We'd get chefed up, people. Yeah, bro, Colwell's learning from no one. And this is the point. Who are these defenders learning from? These defenders are not learning from anyone, guys. They're not learning from anyone. And that's a big problem. That is a big problem. These guys are not learning from anyone. And that's something that's got to be changed. Got to be changed. I get tired of hearing no world class players coming here because these wankers won't pay outside their wage structure. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, if we go behind, it'll be it'll be shocking. But look, we got to get behind the team. We got to support the team. You don't make Stamford Bridge a toxic atmosphere. Don't make it a toxic atmosphere. We've got to support this team. Get behind these players. They're young. You know, the pressure's immense, and they need the fan support. So, like, if you're going tonight, you've got to get behind the team and support them. You've got to get behind the team and support them. That's the most important thing, guys. Look, in theory, it's good, but it will at some stage start to hold us back. Absolutely, at some stage, it will start to hold us back, and that is a concern, and that is absolutely a worry, and a concern that it could well hold us back, and we don't want that, guys. We don't want to be held back. We don't want to be held back, people. That is not what we're looking for. We need to move forward. And this could easily hold us back, guys. Could easily hold us back. Thing is, though, bro, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, look, I thought we were okay. I thought we were all right first half against Villa, and then second half there was a drop off. Even though we had chances to win that game, there was a noticeable drop off in the second half. No doubt about it. World class player being offered 2 different wages at similar clubs. Yeah, most likely it depends. Yes, bro. Big up, big up. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, 6 p.m. today. I will be there. Whether it's going to change anything or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, absolutely nothing will change if no one turns up and the fans don't try and do something. So yeah, I'll be there. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going to come of it or what the turnout's going to be like. But I'll be there, bro. Big up to you. Potentially. There's only one way to find out. But one thing's for sure is that it won't change if no one does anything. That's the reality here. If no one does anything, it won't change. So you've got to try and affect some change potentially. Yeah, bro, the bench is dreadful. I tweeted this at the Villa game. You know, the difference between our bench and Villa's bench, it was embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing, the difference in benches. I can try, but again, the signal at Stamford Bridge, I think, is not the best. So whether I'd even be able to get it up and running is debatable. Is debatable. I don't know if that's even possible, but we can try. I'm there now behind this team on my own. With the ticket structure is so bad. Yeah, it's difficult. It is difficult. Bro, the roads are shut anyway. The roads are shut by the ground before the game anyway. So this won't be a road shut off in especially for the protest. No, the roads are closed before the game by the ground anyway. So the protest doesn't change that. So yeah, we will see on that front, guys. We will see on that front. What else is going on at the moment? Obviously, Wesley Fofana is going to return to the team. Wesley Fofana will be returning. That's big news, unexpected news. Yeah, mad. Let's just quickly bring it up. Exclusive. Wesley Fofana is back in the group for tonight against Southampton. This is a big boost, but again, I don't know how much of a difference. Look, whether he's going to, I'd be very surprised if he played. I'd be very, very surprised if he played. But let's wait and see on that front. But I would be surprised if this guy plays. I would be very surprised if he plays. I'm not expecting him to play. But let's wait and see. But yeah, no, I'm not expecting the geezers to play. Yeah, this is another issue, right? The messaging is so mixed on these things. It's like, oh, he could be out for the season. Oh, it's going to be after the March international break. Oh, it might be a few weeks now. Oh, he's ahead of schedule. Oh, he's suddenly back. And look, I know that clubs don't have to say when players are back, but the communication and the messaging over this has been so poor. I don't see him starting. I absolutely don't see him starting whatsoever. And as I said, I'd be very surprised if he actually features. But yeah, it's at least it's a bit of a lift, a bit of positivity heading into this game. But yeah, he's not. If he's Chelsea won't start him. I'd be shocked if he started this game. But again, you just never know. But I'd be very surprised. But yeah, the messaging for this has been poor, really poor. It's like, guys, come on, it's not difficult to communicate. Just, it's not difficult to communicate what's going on at the club. It really isn't. But yeah, look, it's a huge boost. He's our best defender. We've missed him a lot. And I don't know if he's being rushed or not. I've got no idea. I mean, all we can hope for is the guy doesn't get injured again. Let's hope that he doesn't get injured again before the end of the season. that's always the worry, that these players will suffer setbacks and whatnot. That's always the worry. And so obviously we play better at transition and counter-attacking football. Yeah, look, I think it's a fair point. In certainly when we were having success in the first part of the season, it's because we were playing on the counter. That's what we were doing, and it is kind of strange how we've gone since we've reverted more to playing the way that Maresca wants to play and and in the way that he was brought in to play. We suddenly become worse. It is a bit of a strange one, but yeah, look, he switched it up against Villa. I want to see that same approach again tonight. That is as simple as that. We need the same approach again tonight. Go with Reece James in midfield. Have Pedro Neto down the middle. Let's stick with it, because there were some promising signs. I know obviously we lost in the end, but that was obviously Jorgensen with a howler. But there were some promising signs. Not a lot, but there were some promising signs. And until our players come back from injury, I think that is the way that we have to go, and that is the way that we have to approach it. I would also drop in Kunku tonight and play Tyreek George on the left. No doubts in my mind whatsoever. No, Maresca's already confirmed that won't be happening. Maresca has confirmed that will not be the case, guys. That will not be the case. That will not be the case. So let's wait and see, people. Let's wait and see. No, maybe we haven't. Maybe we haven't. I actually don't know. I really don't know. That is a very good point. Have we had a penalty since the Spurs game? Maybe we haven't. Let's wait and see. Yeah, look, to be honest, whatever formation we play against Southampton, they should be smashed. Also, how haven't we caught up a struggle from the 21s? No, we have. We had Shinwaheka on the bench, the 17-year-old. Obviously, he didn't come on, though. I don't care who scores tonight. Just someone score and let's win. Yes, big up, big up. The only way for the Maresca to have a chance at ending the season well is to win at the Emirates. We need to do something special to improve morale. Let's just start winning games. Let's just start winning games. That is the most important thing, guys. Start winning football matches. Simple, not difficult. Sure, we can try and get our goal difference up tonight, but the priority should not be on the goal difference. The priority should be on getting the points. That is what the priority is, guys. Get these points on the board. Get them on the board. Guys, we're 6 likes away from 120. Let's get this to 120 likes, guys. Going to round out in the next few minutes, so make sure you run it up to 120 likes and keep subscribing to the channel if you're new round here. But yeah, please smash the likes. Yeah, bro, we all want clean sheets. But at the end of the day, whether we're going to get those or not, I've got no idea. But just win. Just win first, and then we can focus on the other shit later. We're on such a bad run. We just got to win any way possible. Any way possible. Any way possible. I hope not, mate. I really hope not. Yeah, we are leaking so many goals. We are leaking so many goals. Yeah, we are. That's the reality of the situation, guys. We are leaking goals left, right, and centre, but that's how it is right now. That is how it is right now, people. Yeah, top 4, top 5 could easily come down to goal difference at this point. Could easily come down to goal difference. And that again is another important factor. Another really important factor. This could easily come down to goal difference. No doubt about it. No doubt about it whatsoever. This could come down to goal difference. But I mean, look, it could even come down to the final game of the season. Chelsea away at Nottingham Forest. That could be a shootout for the top 6, for the top 5 even. So, yeah. Crucial games ahead, guys. Crucial games ahead. But, yeah, people, I'm going to round this one out here. Big up to everyone who's tuned in this afternoon. Remember, 6 p.m, Bovril Gate, protest. If you can be there, make sure you're there. If you're serious about trying to get some sort of change and influence some sort of change at the football club, make sure you are there. Bovril Gate, 6 p.m. I will try and do some live stuff, or I'll definitely post some videos on socials. So make sure you will be there. If any of you are coming in the chat, come and say hello or whatever. So yeah, make sure we're there. 6 p.m. Come together. Get your voices heard. Let's try and get the ball rolling on influencing some change. But yeah, there'll be match vlog dropping after the game. Make sure you stay tuned in for that one. And yeah, there'll be coverage of the protest as well. Big love to everyone supporting today. Enjoy yourself wherever you're watching the game. If you're at the protest, maybe see you there. And yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow with more content. But match vlog dropping after the game. Up the Chelsea and all that stuff. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And we're out. Peace.